TV, Mr. Top Flight. How's everybody feeling today? Hey, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button when you come in here. We got a couple things to talk about today, a couple topics. I want somebody to chime in. If my sound is a little funny, it's because I have the Go Live feature on, where I want somebody to come in. I want y'all to talk. I want you all to, chime in on the topics. So I don't know exactly how to do that. It should be on your end. But anyway, let me get to it. First and foremost, there are reports that Diddy, Sean Johnson and Johnson is on, I don't even want to say the word, but it seems as though while incarcerated, he is on some sort of restriction, some sort of uh suicide watch. I just said it once. I'm gonna say it again. So I'm gonna just say watch from now on because YouTube be acting funny. So yeah, there are reports that Sean P. Diddy Combs is on suicide watch. Um, and they're saying that they have him in a restricted area of the prison. From what I'm seeing, from what I read from a credible source, is that where he's locked up, MDC in Brooklyn, is a very terrible jail. They said 3 inmates were unalived in that same prison with within the month. They also said several inmates have unalived themselves in this prison. Uh, so he's suffering very harsh conditions right now, uh, and it's not looking good for P Diddy. What is going to end up happening is if they convict him, which is a very good possibility, he's going to get shipped to ADX. Now, ADX is where you have some of the terrorists from the Taliban. ADX is underground. It is a secluded prison that you don't want to be in. If you've never heard of ADX, Colorado, look it up. Uh, so Sean Combs is going to be suffering some really uh, terrible conditions. Now, I want you to imagine going from Star Island, from going to Beverly Hills, and now you're in a cell, a concrete cell, and you're eating the worst food in the goddamn world. Okay, so I'm sure he is not happy. I'm sure he wants out. You understand? Um, I think his best bet is to plea out. He needs to make a deal, and he needs to get those numbers down because they're going to end up spanking him. They're going to hit him with a lot of time, right? R. Kelly was offered 10 years, from what I understand, and he did not take the deal, and he ended up getting 30 years. So Diddy should take whatever deal they give him, unless he has some good evidence, unless he has a foolproof way out of this. He needs to just go ahead and take that deal, man. Whenever they offer, if they offer, because as we talked about yesterday was a wild stream, man. If they offer him time reduction, because we talked about it yesterday, the wicked games that the government is playing. We talked about the witch hunt. We talked about the trumped up charges, and I still feel that way. There was a leak online, uh, propaganda online put out today about Kim Porter's book, right? I don't know if you all seen it. If you go on Facebook and other social media, there's like a fake leak of her book, and it's actually a magazine. It's from Essence magazine. So you got to be careful of what propaganda you buy into, and you got to check your sources. Normally, you can go to the comments and you can see what people are saying, and you'll probably get your answer from the comments. Um, yeah, it's not looking good for Diddy. They denied his bail twice. We went over that yesterday. and he has to remain locked up until trial. You understand? And I'm sure he's not real thrilled about that, but it is what it is, man. You know, choke no joke, Gene Deal. That's also in the title. If you're familiar with Gene Deal, let's start with Gene Deal. If you're familiar with Gene Deal, then you know Gene Deal has been on a campaign to bring Puffy down for at least 10 years. Gene Deal started out with commenting on the Biggie situation and how Puff basically is responsible for Biggie not being here. This is what Gene Deal, this has been his mission. He has been very adamant. He's been very enthusiastic. He's been very excited about Puffy's demise for a long time. Now, it seems as if Incognito says, you see, he's trying to sue Cassie. Hey, look, Cassie belongs in the jail too. Hop on here if you want to hop on here, bro. I want some guests today, man. But I'm gonna make a bold statement. Cassie belongs behind bars as well. Anybody that sat around for 10 plus years and was a partner in crime, was a partner in crime with him, watched him, uh, participated in these acts, they need to be locked up with Diddy. Incognito, what's going on, homie? That's a pretty bold statement, but that's how it normally works, right? The people who are involved, you're guilty by association, right? So let's take this slow. If Diddy, right, was with Cassie and Cassie was with Diddy and Cassie was at these parties, Cassie was participating in this substance abuse, and she was around to witness these things. If she doesn't have immunity already, shouldn't she be held responsible as well? Huh? Let's talk about it, man. Because if that was me, I'd be locked up too. If I hung with Diddy for 10 plus years and it came out that he was racketeering, he's involved in racketeering and sex trafficking, wouldn't everybody have charges on him? Wouldn't everybody be investigated? Uh, that's just something to think about, man. So yeah, he should sue her. He should sue her because of the manner in which this whole thing has unfolded. He paid her $30 million, dog. Yeah, she must have immunity. She must have. You know, we're not hearing about these things that will make her look criminalized. We're not hearing anything about immunity on her behalf because that's going to make her look guilty. And that's going to make Puffy look less accountable. RL Bot says, I'm going to, okay, I can't repeat that. But yeah, man. So Gene Deal, I saw a interview with Gene Deal. He was on the Art of Dialogue. Go check it out. It came out yesterday. Gene Deal is looking very remorseful now. Okay, shit that got real. It has gotten real, and Gene Deal looks like he's feeling a little bit of remorse. Everything that he wanted, everything that he pushed for within these past 10 plus years, it has finally came to a head. The villain, the subject of his conversation for the past 10 years, he's made hundreds of videos. He's appeared on several interview platforms. Gene Deal, if you're watching, sir, you look a little remorseful at this point. And I understand it's natural. I understand it's a natural feeling, but sometimes when you out here clout chasing and you out here trying to make a living off of your experiences with somebody that put you on, and then you finally get what you want, and they put him in a box, right? And you see the mogul, and you see the icon that you help bring down, whether right or wrong. I'm not making any judgments or assertions, but the reality is, Gene Deal has led this charge. Gene Deal has probably influenced Cassie to come forward. Gene Deal has inside information, okay, on a lot of situations. Let me check out these comments real quick. Art R. Dot says free Diddy. Budsville says free Diddy. Okay. So yeah, not only Gene Deal, but we have Brother Choke No Joke. Choke No Joke was just on Beehive Radio. And Choke No Joke, he seems very remorseful too. These people are changing their tunes. All right. They're not talking the way they were talking last week. Last week, they were very excited, very enthusiastic for Puffy to get locked up and for Puffy to be took out the game. Today, they're talking a little different. And I find that to be interesting. Um, No Day. Your mother, man. Your mother's a clown. How about that? Why don't you come on here, No Day? Hit the button, dog. Pop on here. Listen, everybody, hit the like button. I have the feature on where you can join the podcast. So send me a request if you want to get on. Let's chop it up. Let's be respectful and let's not post anything or show anything that will mess up the live stream. Hop on here if you want your voice to be heard. Sergio is gonna be fine. I'm gonna try to read all these comments. Sergio said he's going to be fine. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, so go check out the Choke No Joke interview because people are backtracking. These guys are backtracking. And this is what happens when you're trying to build a career off of the next man's downfall, off the next man's flaws, or whatever the case is. Gene Deal actually spazzed out on one of his live broadcasts because people are saying that Gene Deal should be held accountable. And I agree. Everybody that has been around Puffy that has claimed they saw this and they saw him doing wrong, they should be locked up as well. I believe that there will be people locked up within the next within this next year. There's going to be more charges. Okay, charges are to come. Incognito said Diddy going to talk to lessen his sentence. Absolutely. Listen, the first chance that Diddy gets, he is absolutely going to talk. You dig? Death Flare, hop on here, bro. You got something to say? Look, y'all can join the broadcast. Anybody want to talk? Come on up on here. You dig? Haley Lightsey says, "Hey, what's up, Haley?" Sentai says, "What's your favorite fruit?" I'm gonna have to say watermelon, man. I've been tearing watermelon up all summer. Leon W. Man, I'm gonna miss them Diddy part. G4 Uno says everybody needs to go to prison. Listen, G4. If there aren't other people locked up in this situation, then we know something is very fishy. In order to have a RICO, you got to have 5 or more people, from my understanding. A RICO, you have to have 5 or more people, right? So if he's not, if other people aren't brought in on charges, this is going to look really bad for the feds because it takes 2 to tango, man. And I'm gonna say it again. They need to come pick Cassie up. All right. Somebody says she has immunity. Death Flare. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you on. How the hell do I get him on? How the hell do I get him on? Matter of fact, it might have kicked me out of that mode. Hold on, let me see something. No, that's not it. Oh, I think I gotta press your name. Give me 1 second. Hide this user remove. Bro, I don't know how you do that. I have no clue. I should have looked it up before I got on here. But anyway, let's get back to the comments. I'm gonna read your comments, dog. Twitch 307 says the politicians will dodge the courts. Twitch 307 also says low level thugs getting the axe though. No, that's a fact. Um, this is bigger than Epstein. I hate to even bring Epstein's name up in this, but this is way bigger than Epstein because Diddy was in the music industry. There was everybody wanted to hang out with Diddy. You dig? Leon W. Shout out to you, homie. Thanks for the super chat. My man Leon W says free Diddy. Hey, look, man, let's get everybody. You know, if we're gonna get anybody, you have to get everybody. That's my thing. You got to get everybody if that's how we gonna do this. Y'all hit the like button for a brother. Um, Yesterday we had a crazy time. If you wasn't in the building yesterday, go back and run the playback. We had a good stream yesterday, man. No day said, like I said, nigga, you bugging. Don't even know how to work the stream. Only weak niggas speak on other dude's name. Okay, so what's your problem? No day. What exactly are you saying? I'm lost. I'm trying to get you on here. Let me see if I can get you on here. But I'm lost in what your issue is. What's your issue? Because you just saying a bunch of nothing, dog. Did you wake up mad this morning? Chris who? When you reviewing Chris's video? What video? I don't know what Chris did. What Chris do? Okay, No Day says I'm speaking about real ish and not the distraction. You not speaking about nothing. Golem the dog says you have super gay lips. Okay. Yeah, why are you looking at my lips, sir? Jeannie Haven says, good morning from Lawrence, New Jersey. What is this forum about? Right now, we are talking about Diddy. We are talking about Diddy on suicide watch. It's been reports that he is. That first night in the cell is hard. That first week in the cell is no fun. You understand? Especially if you're a billionaire. I can only imagine what Diddy is going through. He probably expected bail, right? He expected his lawyers to get him out. He's not used to hearing the word no. You understand? So he's sitting in that cell and he's being treated like a child. He's being treated like less than a human being because that's what you are when you go to prison. You're not human. You're basically like a pet, a dog or something in a cage. So yeah, that's what we talking about. We talking about Diddy on suicide watch. Oh, no, I didn't respond to the Bop video. I should have because I don't really want to get into that, but I might do a separate video on that. Raven says no Diddy. What's up, Raven? Y'all hit the like button, man. No Day says sympathy for these niggas is crazy. You all, hey, No Days, listen, you're over there making up your own narrative in your head, dog. You want me to be having sympathy for Diddy. You didn't hear nothing about me having sympathy, right? So, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I want to get you in here. Incognito says Diddy gonna have a hard time getting off the drug. That's another thing. That's another reason why he's very uncomfortable in that cell because you gotta understand Diddy is an addict, dog. He's a drug addict. So that first night, they found drugs at the hotel. So, them drugs is coming out of the system. He's not used to being without them. You understand? Um, okay, Malfunction MPC says the suicide watch was debunked last night on Fresh and Fit podcast. Who watches Fresh and Fit? Who watches those raccoons? Someone in the chat has a friend that works at prison, said he is in isolation with a camera and out of general. Yes, bro. Do you know what suicide watch is? Do you know what that is? Twinkle says Diddy dehumanized, threatened, beat, and threatened people. Well, that's to be proven in court. That's to be proven in court. You understand? Suicide watch is where they watch you. You're monitored 24 hours a day. That can be through camera. What do you think? What is your idea of suicide watch? Cassandra McClacken said, like Epstein. Yeah, I don't really want to. I don't really want to put Diddy in the box with Epstein because there was no minors. You understand? Um, Rob W says, "Yo, schoolboy Q." DB says, "Free Diddy." Tico Beat says, "Got Diddy in a turtle suit, only eating soft foods." Tico Beats, what it do, big dog? Yeah, man. Listen, I believe 100% that he's on suicide watch. Fresh and fit, I'm not listening to those coons over there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Super Kizo Man. Shout out to Super Kizo Man. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Hey, listen, I got 6 likes in here, dog. We got 107 people in the building. Y'all smash that like button. Ray Minnick, what's up, my man? Ray Minnick says that jail Diddy is in is horrible. One with some of the worst conditions in America. Absolutely. I heard MDC, if I'm saying that correctly. There were three inmates unalived within the past couple months, and there were several inmates that unalived themselves in the same prison where Diddy is at right now. So he's not at Camp Fed. He's not in a county jail anywhere. He's in a federal holding jail. You dig? Twitch 307 says he most definitely on some higher than thou ish. Man, listen, yes, he is. He is. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, you're a billionaire, dog. So I mean, anybody that's been around the world, yachts and millions and billions of dollars, you're gonna be on some sort of high level, with higher standards. You understand? So shit, even me with no millions, if they put me in a cell right now, I'm not gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? Twinkle said, L General says, Diddy is committing by the end of the year. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised, dog. I would not be surprised if we hear about Diddy unaliving himself. I believe that could be a possibility. Super Kids, man. Yo, thanks. I appreciate you, homie. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, we in the building, man. No Day still talking. No Day says he ain't like the other one because you allege he ain't F on minors. F out of here. How you know he didn't? Because he's not charged with that, sir. No Day. Are you having a bad day? He's not charged with Diddy's not charged with any underage inappropriate activity. So I don't know why you want to give him that charge, right? This is not an Epstein case. You understand? I wouldn't even made a video about Diddy if he was charged. Well, I don't know. I can't say that, but it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. Mark Gray says, I'm gonna try to read all these comments. Mark Gray says, is that true? He's on watch. I believe it. I believe it. And dude that said it was debunked kind of just confirmed it. If you're in a cell with a camera, then you're on suicide watch. You understand? Tico Beats. Honestly, bro, I've been wondering if Bron's name's about to come up. Listen, everybody was just bigging up Diddy last year. Everybody loved Diddy last year. Diddy was not a villain last year, dog. You understand? So it was people in those parties. Everybody went to those parties, man. And now the party's over and Puffy's in jail by himself. But I do believe there will be no more names. Because think about this. They have witness statements. In those statements, other people will be mentioned. You understand? There will be other people mentioned in these statements. It's going to come out. They already talking about Trey Songz, right? They talking about the long list of rappers and artists that were in these parties. They haven't been specific as to what they have done yet. Y'all hit that like button, man. Incognito says Diddy and R. Kelly going to try to make an album in jail. Hey, man, listen. It's wild. They might end up in the same facility, man, because they both going to be doing Fed time. Twinkle says, we all saw him beat Ventura. What do you mean it needs to be sorted out in court? Because, see, Twinkle, your comment is very uninformed because he's not even locked up for beating her, dog. You understand? So you should do some research, man, before you come over here comment. That's not in the indictment. All right. Do y'all know that it came out, right? And listen, don't get mad at me, right? But I'm gonna say something that's gonna be controversial. Do y'all know that it came out, and I don't know how true it is, but it's from a reliable source, that the video of him beating Cassie, what they're saying, not me, so don't get mad at me. What they're saying is Cassie caught Diddy cheating, right? Snatched his phone, punched him in the face or the mouth or something, snatched his phone and some clothes and ran out the door. Diddy ran out and did what he did. I'm not saying it's right. You're not going to hear me say that was right, but that's what they're saying happened. It's always three sides to every story, though. I'm not justifying what he did. We're not going to do that. That's just a little tidbit, man, to walk with. Twitch 307 says the feds are pressing him. Yeah, they put the full court press on him. It's on. It's lit, man. It's all the way up. Nancy Hughes says karma is a bitch. Incognito said pride before the fall. Listen, man, Diddy was a very cocky. He was the cockiest. He was the cockiest, arrogant dude in the industry. I mean, hands down, dog. Like his brand, his name was made from arrogance and cockiness. And yeah, I believe that led to his downfall. I said it yesterday on my stream. Drugs and his appetite for sex. He was a freaky dude, man. And you know, you gotta at some point you gotta get a wife, man. You gotta get a good woman in your life, and that's going to keep you in the house. That's going to keep you from these situations. I remember being younger, and when I wasn't with a girlfriend, I was in the street acting crazy, getting locked up. But when I had a girlfriend, I was, with her all the time. So I wasn't doing the crazy stuff, as much. So it's important to settle down, especially when you're 40, 50, 60, going on 60 years old. You need to sit your ass down. You know what I mean? Let's look at the comments. The Triceratops says, can I freestyle? Nah, I can't really freestyle. JQ says, man, I hope he get right with God and maybe come out with a different heart. Hey, Jay, let me ask you. And the reason why I'm not on this major lynching, I'm not on the bandwagon, is because what if he already changed his heart? I'm just saying, what if he already changed his heart? A lot of this stuff is from 10 plus years ago. Who's to say he didn't change? I'm not taking away from what he did. Yes, he has to pay the price. But what if he already changed? The thing about social media and a lot of people commenting on this is y'all forget about the dirt that y'all have done. Y'all forget about the stuff that you have done in your life. If we opened your doors and we looked in your closet, what do you have in there? See, a lot of people's getting on here running their mouth. You know what I mean? I'm not taught to judge and to throw people away because people can change. And again, I'm not excusing any of the behavior. So that's a good comment, Jay. Y'all hit that like button, man. We got 150 people in here. We got 11 comments. Sonia Garcia says the cartel said no. Twinkle says we witnessed him beating the crap out of Cassie. It doesn't need to be proven in court. I'm going to say it again, Twinkle. He's not arrested for that. The statute of limitations. Twinkle, how old are you, Twinkle? How old are you? The statute of limitations, okay, it doesn't cover that incident. He's not being arrested. He paid $30 million for that. Okay, so he's being held. He's being held accountable. He's already paid his dues. You don't. So y'all telling me $30 million is not a good way to make amends? Is that what you're telling me? Twitch 307 says that Keefe D scandal got him sideways. I don't know how effective Keefe D is going to be, and I spoke on this yesterday. If Eric Von Zip was still alive, then yeah, Diddy would be in hot water probably. Eric Von Zip is the person that they said Diddy paid $1 million to get Tupac up out of here. So Von Zip has passed away a while back, so he's not a witness. There is no witness to the transference of currency for this crime. So that Keefe D, nobody's gonna believe Keefe D. Shaketta Bailey says, shit, everyone is going to be subpoenaed. You damn right. It's going to be a lot of subpoenas going out. Jeremy Bryant says, Clive Davis and the billionaires are the people that should be looked at. Lisa Peach says, the main charge he is facing is racketeering. They are interrogating the ish out of him. He may turn into Nino Brown. I don't believe they talking to him. I don't believe they're talking to Puffy. You're right, there is a racketeering charge, but I don't believe they have anything to say to Puffy at this point. They don't want to hear from him. His lawyer is going to advise him not to say a word. Gene Smith says, I think they are just trying to take his money. Where are the witnesses at? Well, the witnesses are behind the scenes. The witnesses, from what I'm hearing, from what I'm hearing, this whole case, most of this case is about Cassie. Not the beatings, but I think it's a kidnapping charge in there, racketeering, and prostitution, sex trafficking. From what I'm hearing, this is about her, a large portion of this case. Okay? Cool Cow says, man, Diddy fit the walk. This is stop playing with that man. Listen, I would not doubt he's in a lot of trouble. Let me just say this. He's deep off in the forest. All right. It's not like he's in some trees and some bushes in the front yard. He's deep in the forest. So if he gets out of this one, it's going to be something else. He has a lot of fighting to do. He has a lot of money to put up. It's going to be a lot of lawyer fees. He's very deep in the shit. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if he did beat this. You know what I mean? Because he has a lot of money and he has a lot of power as well. Diddy has existed in the industry in Hollywood at the top of the food chain for a long time. He has a lot of powerful people in his corner. Um, so we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But I believe he will get at least 10 years in prison. At the least, he's looking at life. And I believe they want to give him life. They want to set an example. She Hardy says, men like to say we grown, just goes to show being grown doesn't make it legal. Tico Beach says, this shit got all the DJs in the panic. Listen, hey Tico, man, play that man's music, dog. Like, I still bump R. Kelly, man. Like, people can't be serious. Y'all walk around with Abraham Lincoln, George Washington in your pocket. They are the original traffickers. Y'all salute, hail, and honor these people. They can keep all these people on the dollar bills, but they want you to stop listening to Bump and Grind by R. Kelly. R. Kelly has nothing on George Washington. He was a damn slave owner. Don't let these people play with you out here. They will try to play with you, dog. These people will try to play with you. You can't let them. I gotta scroll down. These comments is coming fast. Jay says people has to understand that in order to charge him with racketeering, it has to be 5 or more people. I just said absolutely. I just said that. Incognito says no, it ain't about her. Diddy just got sued for 100 million. Yeah, but I don't think that's in the indictment, dog. I'm talking about this indictment, this particular indictment that they picked him up on. From what I'm hearing, and I could be, been misinformed. From what I'm hearing, a majority of this is about Cassie. She's one of the main witnesses, from what I understand. Angelo Maximus says, when you make a deal with the devil, it never ends, man. Ain't that the truth? Gene, and I don't mean the proverbial, I don't mean the literal devil, because I don't believe in a devil, but I mean in a metaphorical devil. You understand? Just to be clear, Gene Smith says he's in trouble for effing boys. Okay, I guess. Leon W says he's a billionaire. It's going to take like 300 M's. I think 100 million. I think he can have a good fight with 100 million. You dig? Like 100 million can think about that. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of the biggest cases in history. Incognito says making the band females got him around his neck. Gene Smith says Larry Flint. Texas Bama says it's just music. What's up, Texas Bama? Good morning. Shakita Bailey says, I appreciate you because you tell the truth. Hey man, that's all I can do, man. That's all I can do. I'm very unbiased. I'm not on either side. I'm not on Puffy's side, and I for damn sure ain't on the Fed side. They've done too much to our culture. You understand? I said it yesterday. They killed Martin Luther King, dog. The U.S. government killed Martin Luther King and his mother. You understand? So I would never fully back the feds especially when they come get one of our icons, right? The megapixel says R. Kelly got Rico. He was by himself. Absolutely. And that's why I don't trust the feds, dog. Make it make sense. How does that work? Running a continuous enterprise, how in the hell can you do it by yourself? Sean Woodall says, what up, good brother? Glad I finally caught one. What's up, Sean? Shout out to you. Gene Smith says, I was thinking 500 million? Jazzy Creation says, what if your icon is the Fed though? Well, listen, there's been rumors about Diddy being a Fed. Kanye called him a Fed. Now let's think about that for a minute. See, I'm all about thinking critically and being unbiased. I'm not emotionally attached to this thing at all. Um, Diddy's a Fed. Who did he get arrested? Who did Diddy get? What purpose would Diddy serve as a Fed? Who did he take down? In order to be, who did he take down, and why in the hell is he in a federal cell right now if he's a Fed? I'm just asking the question. Yeah, Kanye, man. I mean, Kanye called him a Fed. We don't know what that was about, but I'm just asking. Common sense. If Diddy was a Fed, why would the feds put him on the payroll? And what use did they have of Diddy? And what work did he do? Jazzy Creation says, I don't know. Like you just said, Kanye says so. Not sure why he will make it up. I don't believe he will make it up. Um, I believe that he meant it, maybe meant it in a certain way. Uh, who knows? Kanye says a lot of shit. He said a lot of. That's why he's blackballed, right? The powers that be spank Kanye, right? Am I right? Yeah, because he said a lot. He said a lot of stuff. Some of the stuff was true. Some of the stuff was false. But Kanye is not to say all end all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved Puff. Kanye loved Puff. Everybody used to party with Puff, hang out with Puff. Verbal delivery said Puffy did what was done to him, learn behavior. I believe that. I believe that he was groomed. I believe that it was done to him. I absolutely believe that this was some sort of learned behavior that he has learned in the industry. I saw somebody online talking about that. KYM Bob says, good morning. Good morning, fam. Y'all hit the like button for me, man. AL100 Mexican King says, Diddy's dad was with the feds giving info on some drug dealers. Is that a rumor or is that confirmed? But I have heard that. I've heard that. Nell Calloway says, not a fed, but could have been a worker, but who knows? That's fair, but I still pose the question. Who did he get arrested, man? Like, what case was he on? What would the feds need him for? Right? I'm sure he had federal. Uh, I'm sure the feds was at the party, dog. Like, I'm sure it was fed. He probably had feds that he was cool with. That's not far fetched. Everybody was at Diddy's parties. I said it yesterday. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they talked about Diddy's parties in a positive light. They didn't start talking about Diddy's parties being some dungeon of torture until last year, right? Everybody wanted to be at a Diddy party. It was held up there on a pedestal as one of the best parties that you can go to. So all this stuff is the narrative turns very quickly, right? Switch 307 said he's got a specific job. What job? What job? She Hardy says if you hold up, I lost your comment, sweetheart. She Hardy says, if you know a bottle is spiked and you want the people to drink it, aren't you complicit? Absolutely. If Diddy was spiking people's drink and doing stuff to him, he needs to be under the jail. But I have a question about this spiked drink thing. You mean to tell me all of these parties from 15, 20 years ago, you mean to tell me all of these people, this is just my question, everybody, because they're making it seem like Diddy was spiking people's drinks, all of these women. You mean to tell me Cassie had to come out first? No other police reports? Not one other police report of somebody getting their drink spiked? See, we got to use common sense here, dog. I'm trying to use common sense. You know what I mean? D Nice, what's up, man? D Nice says, what's good? That the cute Martin Luther King and the list goes on. And they some shiesty people. Absolutely. That's why I'm not jumping on this bandwagon celebrating it like a lot of these niggas. Our niggas is funny style. I don't understand it. I don't get down like that. I don't know where y'all was raised, or I don't know what's up with you niggas, man. She Hardy says, if you watch the bottles of liquor gets, oh yeah, all right, my fault, I just read that. The real Derek Jackson. Diddy should have never sued Ciroc. That is a theory. Shit, even 50 cents, right? Even 50 Cent just spoke on that. Now, a lot of people have a problem when we talk about that. But will you all critique 50 Cent? Because 50 Cent said it played a part. He said it played a part in what's going on right now. The fact that he sued or outed or threatened to out Diageo, which is the liquor brand. He said the liquor brands don't play fair. They're very powerful people in the spirits industry. So they're very powerful people, and they have a lot of connections, and they can make life hard for you. This is what 50 Cent said. Are y'all going to attack him? Do y'all know 50 Cent's baby mother said that she was essayed by him? Y'all gonna say something to him? Nah, y'all not gonna stand your ground, dog. Y'all gonna pile on to whoever they tell you to pile on to. But 50's cool, right? And I rock with 50. I'm just making a point. I'm making a point. People will hop on my chat, cussing me out, acting like I'm defending Diddy, but then they'll ignore allegations from 50 Cent's baby mother. Or they'll ignore 50 Cents basically telling us, yes, the liquor company has a part in this, right? Yeah. Eden's Beauty says, is Jay-Z next? Uh, Good question. That's a very popular question. Lisa Peach says, Eddie Griffin simplified this whole thing. There's a short out there on this learned behavior. This is why racketeering was presented. Okay, I gotta check Eddie Griffin out. 200 MJ says, didn't ain't no damn fed. Diddy ain't no damn fed. We be forgetting. Like you said, Diddy been popping with Biggie and like big ass legends in the hip hop game. Definitely learn behavior. I don't believe he's a fed, dog. I don't believe that. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button for me, man. Brad Foster says, Diddy beat up Meek Mill's behind so bad he had to cool it off in the pool and tell him he loves him. See, this is the ignorance that we see online. Jeremy Bryant says he had sex videos of a lot of people that didn't matter and sex videos of some people who have a lot of power. I believe it, sir. I believe Diddy had. Let me tell you something, dog. Okay, so people are so naive. People are so naive that they think that Diddy just had a bunch of no-name people in there making them do whatever he says, like he's God or something. Y'all are so gullible that y'all don't think. You got to use critical thinking. Do you know how many celebrities were in there with baby oil, right? You know how many celebrities were in there rocking out? Your favorites. What are you going to do when your favorite gets outed? Are you going to have the same energy? I'm just asking questions. The real Derek Jackson says, I feel like they're squeezing Diddy to get him to turn on someone bigger than him. That's a Hey, listen, my ears are open to all possibilities, man. I'm listening and I'm watching because this is going to get very interesting. You know what I mean? Sean Woodall says all these grown ass people, they only telling the truth now because they know the feds got the tapes already. Man, let me tell you, dog. One thing I do not like is a bunch of grown people who participated in debauchery now acting like they were victims. All right, I'm sure now. Shout out to all the victims, but let's just knock it off, man. Listen, I'm talking to everybody in the chat right now. If you were invited to a party and Diddy walked in the living room and started whooping you, okay, and telling you to get on all fours, are you going to do it? Because this is how they making it seem, right? I'm asking you to use your brain because they are acting like these people, whoever they are, in these freak offs, were just like docile people with no brain. No, it's way more to the story, man. You know what I mean? Ray Minnick says, if anything, Diddy's job would have been to provide leverage for the feds to make people act accordingly, not to sit in court and testify. I'm not mad at that answer, bro. At least you're giving some insight, not just saying he's a fed. I'm not mad at that. Kevin Brink says these N words are emotional creatures. Yeah, a lot of people run off emotions. A lot of people don't run off of logic and common sense. And the reality is, man, a lot of people just didn't like Diddy, man. Yeah, I mean, they didn't like his swag. He was way too over the top. He was way too in your face. You did. A lot of people don't like that. Honestly, dog, I always wonder how in the hell did Diddy get away with being so flamboyant and so rich and so out there and not get spanked like everybody else. It's sad that we even got to wonder that. I used to wonder this back in the day, like how is he getting away with this as a black man? How in the hell are you allowed to dance, twirl, spin, throw money at the camera? How is this possible without something happening to you? Young Mama says 50 been trolling Diddy since like 2004. Well, we know why he's been trolling Diddy, man. Diddy, 50's baby mother is involved in this indictment. 50's baby mother, right? Daphne Joy is being accused of being a sex worker. Do y'all know that? So you mean to tell me Diddy was this high level pimp that was pimping 50 Cent's baby mother? This is what he's being charged with. Javon Wright, show me a dub po ass N word. Okay. Jazzy Creation says, is there evidence of 50? Go look it up, sweetheart. Go look it up. Uh why do you think, I don't know if you up to speed, but 50 Cent was calling his baby mother a sex worker. It was a thing about 3 or 4 months ago. He called her a sex, he's suing her. He's actually suing her for making that statement. But nevertheless, she made that statement. That's a fact, Jack. Incognito says if 50 guilty, then he need to go too. Absolutely. Everybody needs to be held accountable, man. 1100 felony money says you are Diddy. Okay. Terrence Russell says you can't tell the police about the police. Uh, okay. 1100 felony. I see. Sean says nobody gets out clean. That's what Eddie Griffin told us, man. Hey, Eddie Griffin told us nobody gets out clean. Hold up. Y'all go look up that video where Eddie Griffin told us that nobody gets out clean, man. And he was 100% correct. You know what I mean? You can't lead an industry without a stain on your name. It's gonna be something. You know what I mean? Herman Lewis says he rubbed he rubbed the small hats the wrong way. Uh Damn, I'm late on these comments. Y'all hold fast. Donnie boy, what's up, big dog? Mini Me says, yes, sir. 50 Cent baby mama going down too. Draven187 says, who cares about Diddy? What importance does he have in your life? Draven, let me ask you a question. If Diddy's so insignificant, why you even click on the live? I'm glad you're here, but why did you click on the live if he's so insignificant and you got so much better things to do? Leon W said, bro was just ashy, needed a lot of baby oil. Bro, that's a lot of baby oil, dog. Hey, while I got y'all here, go follow me on Instagram. It's Top Flight _official. Go follow my Instagram. I got a lot of good stuff on there y'all might be interested in. I got another Instagram called Top Flight _TV. Go check that out too. Let me get back to these comments, man. I want everybody's comment to be read. If I missed your comment, post it again. Daniel Panarelli says, now we all know why Justin Bieber walks like that. Mini Me says, everyone needs to go if P. Diddy goes. Man, listen, everybody involved absolutely needs charges. We can't play this selection game. We can't play this, oh, we're only going to take this guy's money. Nah, we need the drivers. We need the chefs, right? You mean to tell me when all these parties was going on, nobody was cooking food? Or Diddy did that too? Diddy was the driver. Diddy was the security. Diddy was the chef. Diddy was the only person there that was torturing all these females, right? Come on, dog. Felix Garcia says, running interference in 2016. Sosa Milo says, Kim and her whole fam. What about Kim and her whole fam? Under protest says 50 Cent and Eminem got Diddy. What do you mean they got him? I don't understand how you mean they got Eminem. Didn't do anything to Diddy. He tried to put some slick lines in his raps. Like, we not respecting that. Eminem, sit back and relax. Sit back and relax and watch from the sidelines, Eminem. All right? Knock that shit off before we bring your racist tapes back up. Chris MVP Harris in the building. What's going on, homie? We got 233 people in here, man. Hit that like button, man. I got 26 likes, man. What's going on? Brad Foster says, Diddy turned out Justin Bieber, Meek Mill. See with that, we can't spread rumors, man. We gotta be factual. I try to be as factual as I can on this platform. I don't want to spread any misinformation. You understand? And if I happen to do it on accident, if I'm misinformed, I will come back and I will say that I was misinformed. Chris MVP Harris says, that's what RICO is, bro. You take the fall, it's a federal indictment. No, absolutely. I'm already hip. But the question is, where's everybody else? And why is Diddy the only one with these charges? Why is he the only one in a cell right now? That's the question. Daniel Panarelli said, I called it when he was on the award last year, acting hella weird. I didn't know what he was doing. I felt the vibe that the man was going to have to deal with God himself. Yeah, Diddy came out on an award show. I don't know if y'all go look it up. He came out on an award show. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. At the end of his speech, he said, Cassie, and like looked into the crowd. He was like, Cassie, some craziness. You know what I mean? I saw it. I peeped it. Right in the day, I'm like, oh. Was approached about you can pay the 30 million and it won't come out. Diddy's team said, forget about it. I'm not paying 30 million. They said, okay. Then the lawsuit came. He ended up paying the $30 million anyway. And then next thing you know, all these other lawsuits started coming out the woodworks. So he should have just paid, went and settled the first time. Chris MVP Harris says there will be more arrests. That's what the federal indictment is. He's got to cooperate. Trust me. There will be more arrests. Well, we shall see, man. The problem is, man, this is like R. Kelly 2.0. And R. Kelly's the only one that's sitting in that cell right now. Bill Cosby was the only one sitting in a cell, when he was arrested. This is what I'm saying. I'm not I'm not anticipating anybody else getting locked up. I believe there may be, but I'm not anticipating it because we've seen this movie before. And we've seen how they have only singled out one person, right? They didn't get everybody else. Sure, Milo says 95% success rate. Absolutely. 95% conviction rate the feds have. They will get you, and you got to be very powerful. They have a strong case. I don't want to say a strong case, but they have what they need to put Diddy away for 15 plus years. They already have what they need. Because the way the feds work is their guidelines and their mandatory minimums and the criteria that they have to charge somebody is different than the state. And they can put together different things and conspiracies and different acts that it's very easy to put your ass away. That's why most people cooperate when they go to the feds. Let me see. Glenn Roebuck says they need to get them all. Donnie Boy says, Jay-Z was talked to by the feds before he made the Super Bowl appearance. Ain't that suspicious? Kelvin Stewart says that this a different movie. I don't believe it's a different. I believe it's the same thing as R. Kelly, dog. They're trying to make it seem like Diddy was, and I'm not saying trying to make it seem. Maybe they have evidence, but he wasn't alone. We know that. This is not something you can do by yourself. I hit that like button. Rugby Boy 99 says Kanye janitor, his best friend, sold me a turtle. Okay. We got the trolls in the building, of course. Lisa Peach says the feds don't take losses and they never move in like that unless they are certain. Sor Milo says Beyonce is guilty too. Hey man, we're not gonna tolerate any but Beyonce slander on this page, man. Why do people hate Beyonce so much? I notice a lot of black women hate Beyonce. I don't understand. Beyonce has done nothing but be great. I don't get it. Jaguar Donnie Boy says Jaguar Wright was most definitely not lying about these dudes. But let me say this: I spoke on Jaguar Wright yesterday, and my take on Jaguar is number one, she is a nutcase. That's number one. Number two, she mixes the truth with embellishments, the truth with lies, just like Choke No Joke, just like Gene Deal, just like a lot of these people on YouTube. They have been in the industry, so they have some sort of credibility, right? So what they do is they use their credibility and they use certain knowledge that they have of these situations, and they mix it in with some lies, something to go viral. You know what I mean? But yeah, of course she was right. Everybody knew this. A lot of people knew this, man. It wasn't a secret. You know what I mean? It just wasn't a secret. A lot of people knew what was going on. They knew that it was wild over them puffy parties. Quan Washington says, "Hey OG, what's up? Remember you from the block. You always had wisdom in you, always trying to make it out. Remember that day you told us how you lost your virginity and couldn't sit down?" Hey, cuz, go ahead, dog. Y'all trolls be funny. Y'all think y'all gonna come assault me, dog. I be laughing. Y'all got some good material, man. Sor Milo says music is great. Yes, it is, man. Hey, listen, music it gets me through a lot of situations. Music gets me through the winter, dog. All winter I'm listening to music when I'm cooking, when I'm in the house, when I'm with my kids. It helps the winter go by quicker. Sore Man Sore Milo says J Man, right? I don't know what you're talking about. Chi Hardy says Jaguar talks in riddles. Yes, she does. I can't watch Jaguar right now. She's just over the top. She's already been debunked a lot of times. And I like to listen to things that are credible, man. I want to hear credible sources. I don't want to hear a lot of National Enquirer type people that are trying to just get views up. Think about this. Jaguar Wright. If y'all remember Jaguar from Unplugged, listen, when Jay-Z did Unplugged on MTV and they did Song Cry, Jaguar Wright was the lead vocalist, and she sang so beautifully. It was a classic moment with Jaguar Wright. So I want y'all to look at this. Jaguar Wright never really progressed in her career after that. So now a lot of these people, just like Choke No Joke, a lot of these people were in the industry. Now they're no longer getting any money. So what's the best way to get money? They have a vendetta against a lot of people in the industry, right? So the best way to get money is to call out, expose, quote unquote, the people that never gave them opportunity, the people that didn't take them with them. Jay-Z didn't take Jaguar with him. Jay-Z didn't take Choke No Joke with him. So what do they have best to do to make money and fame and stay in the industry? Is to get on here and just embellish and expose or whatever the case may be. Jazzy Creation says, wonder why she chose not to walk through the door. Hey, see, and let me tell you, Jazzy Creations, man, you believe that? You believe that? I mean, honestly, you believe that the reason why she's not rich and famous today is because she chose not to walk. Let me give y'all some game, man. Every every YouTube personality, everybody that didn't make it in the industry, that's the first thing they said. It's a choice. They chose not to go that way. So you mean to tell me you chose not to go through the industry? Because not all industry doors are evil, right? You chose not to go through the industry door, but you choose to sit on YouTube and make a career out of talking about the industry door. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. Every every artist that didn't make it, that's the same shit they say. Choke and Jaguar are two feather birds of the same feather, man. It's the same old little, this the industry's evil. If somebody cut a check for them right now, they will be on stage singing. They will be participating. Guaranteed. Lisa Peach says she wasn't invited. No, she wasn't invited, dog. She wasn't invited. Soar Milo says, look at Cat Williams. Look what Cat Williams went through. See that, and that's what I mean. Not all industry doors are evil. Cat Williams is still making money. Cat Williams is not involving himself in these circles, so he says, right? Because you got to look at everything for what it is. We don't know what Cat Williams about. You know what I'm saying? He said a lot, but how do you know all these things, Cat Williams? Right? But Cat Williams seems to have been able to navigate on his own without selling his soul, as he is telling us. Right? So not all the doors are evil. So Jaguar could have went through a different door. She could have went and sang gospel music and been crazy talented and paid. She wouldn't have to sit on YouTube and do what she does. Jazzy Creation says probably doesn't use baby oil. Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, look here, man. Shout out to Jaguar Wright, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at her. You know what I mean? Like, you got to use your story to get what you need. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do, sis, man. I'm not mad at you. McFlurry says, free Puff Daddy. Who is that right there? That's local media news says good morning. Hey, good morning to y'all, man. Good morning to everybody. Make sure y'all go follow my YouTube, man. It's top flight underscore official. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. We got 240 people in the building. Yankee Boy Mills, what's up, big dog? I can tell y'all from personal experience that she was difficult to work with, and this is why she was now invited to climb to the higher grounds of success. Talk to him, Yank. Come on, man. Like, talk to him, dog. It's not hard to tell, man. You know what I mean? Like, A lot of these people, they will go today. They will stop what they doing today. If a check was cut for them, they wouldn't be worried about no evil doors or none of that. They will be on their way. I mean, so let's cut the crap, man. It sounds good. But yeah, go check out Gene Deal. Go check out Choke No Joke, man. They singing a different tone today, man. They sound very remorseful. They sound guilty. Uh they sound like they regret. You know what I mean? They regret staying on Diddy's neck for 10 years because shit got real. You know what I mean? They just locked another black man up, whether he's guilty or not. I'm not saying one on another before y'all start jumping down my throat. Think about this, man. The guilt that you feel getting another black man locked up, a black man with kids, or any man, fuck it, any man. You gonna feel some guilt, right? You gonna feel some guilt after that. Go check them out and then come back and comment on this video. Tell me what you think. Donnie Boy says, you think the victim's gonna come forward? Yes, everybody's coming forward. It's checks being cut. It's checks being cut. Everybody's coming forward. You bet your ass. Uh Sam said slow ass. Okay. All right, look, I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna check back in with y'all next week. Probably next week I'll go live, man. But we're gonna have some more topics coming soon. Shout out to everybody, man. Peace.